Hello guys and welcome to my next video. Today's video is going to be a theory video. We're going to be breaking down how the third floor corridor works in the Philosopher's Stone, and the answer is going to involve one of my favourite spells from the whole of the wizarding world. It's the most intriguing spell that I've ever seen used, and I really want to dive into it deeper and the possibilities that it could actually have. Stick around to the end and I've got some news about expansions to my channel and wider media involving my channel as well. And don't forget, if you can, please like and subscribe. It really doesn't cost you anything. If you want to ignore my videos once you've subscribed, feel free to. That's fine. But anyway, let's get into the theory. I've always had an issue with how Fluffy was located on the third floor to start off all of the trials to get to the Philosopher's Stone. I thought it was a very strange location for him to be, considering that you had to place several objects in a trapdoor beneath him. It feels like it has taken up a lot of space within the castle when actually it didn't need to be, considering they've put it on the third floor and the drop takes you all the way down into the dungeons. Now, we don't know the exact locations of all of the classrooms within Hogwarts, however we do get some clues as to what floors some of them are on. However, there are some classes that we do not know even what floor they are on, we just know that they exist within Hogwarts. On the second floor, which is directly below Fluffy's trapdoor, there is no known classrooms, however it is reasonable to suspect that there will be a class located on that level. There is, however, a couple of things that would be there or potentially there in that part of the castle. Harry is said to be heading down the second floor corridor to be heading to the Defence Against the Dark Arts teacher's office, and there's also Moaning Myrtle's bathroom, which will be located somewhere on the second floor. On the first floor, we know that we have Transfiguration class, and there is also lots of other rooms that come off of the first floor. Now, my issue with Fluffy being placed on the third floor is that you are ruling out several locations underneath him where there's just going to be a big gaping hole. It would make no sense there would be a large hole that just goes all the way through 2 levels of Hogwarts for no other purpose other than to hide the Philosopher's Stone. Admittedly, in Hogwarts past there could have been a use for this trapdoor. It could have been placed there for some unknown reason from centuries before. However, I believe there is a much more simple explanation, and that explanation is using my favourite spell in the Harry Potter series and the wizarding world as a whole. My favourite spell is the Undetectable Extension Charm. It's not that flashy and it's not that impressive. You can't use it in combat. However, it is the most intriguing spell for me in the Hogwarts universe, especially with the games coming out like Hogwarts Legacy and Magic Awakened. Now, the reason this makes perfect sense to me is because we've seen it used several times in the series before. We've seen it used with Hermione's bag in the Deathly Hallows, with Moody's trunk in the Goblet of Fire, with the rear seats of the Ford Anglia belonging to the Weasleys, and also the Ministry cars they used to get to platform 9 3/4. We've also seen it in the tents they used in the Goblet of Fire at the Quidditch World Cup. There's also examples of this spell being used outside of the Harry Potter series when you look into Newt's suitcase and also the basement of Newt's house. Now, I believe this spell has been used in the Philosopher's Stone to make the chambers underneath Fluffy's trapdoor. It would make a lot more sense for them to be located within a small area that has been cut out of the castle floor, rather than have a hole in the floor that goes through several floors of Hogwarts itself. If you can cut out a small alcove in the floor, place a trapdoor above it and cast a Undetectable Extension Charm on it, you'll then be able to create rooms that match your specifications and exactly what you need them for. When you look at the key room in the Philosopher's Stone, this room is huge and seems to take up several stories itself. There is no room for this to be located underneath the third floor corridor. This room would easily reach up to the third story of Hogwarts just by the sheer size of it alone. That to me says that it cannot be located underneath the trapdoor that Fluffy is stood on, because if it was located there, it would be taking up most of the space underneath it. This is also very similar for the size of the chamber that the Mirror of Erised is located in when Harry takes the stone from it. At the end of the Philosopher's Stone, in the hospital wing with Harry, Dumbledore states, "Tokens from your friends and admirers," Dumbledore said, beaming. "What happened down in the dungeons between you and Professor Quirrell is a complete secret, so naturally the whole school knows." The key part of this quote that floors my theory is the fact that Dumbledore mentions that it happened in the dungeons. However, because this spell is so widely used across the wizarding world and for very trivial things like vehicles and tents, I believe that this can actually be easily explained. I believe that every floor in Hogwarts potentially could have its own dungeon. If all it takes is to carve out a small hole and use an undetectable extension charm on it, then it's possible that any floor or any location could have an extra room coming off of it, or an extra dungeon expanding below it. There could be a second floor dungeon, a third floor dungeon, a fourth floor dungeon. There could even be a Gryffindor common room dungeon, which is located at the top of the tower. Now, this also opens up several possibilities within Hogwarts for several hidden locations. Any painting could be hiding a small hole behind it, which could have been extended using this charm. There could be any number of rooms located behind any portrait or tapestry that could be the same size as the Chamber of Secrets and hold just as many wonders and secrets. Also, with the move-in staircases, there could be possibilities that you could hide them with any photo within the grand staircase area itself. There are hundreds of photos seen in this staircase, and all you would have to do is find a password or a way of moving a staircase up to a specific photo, which could actually unlock some form of secret chamber, which could hide secrets, unknown magic, or gold or treasure, which might not have been seen for hundreds of years. If Slytherin went out of his way to create a hidden chamber, what's to say that other great wizards and witches like Ravenclaw, Gryffindor or Hufflepuff have not done similar things, and the countless witches and wizards that have gone through the school since its founding? Use of this spell wouldn't even need to be for any grand effect like the Chamber of Secrets. I could picture a Hogwarts Quidditch captain 100 years ago wanting to get in some extra practice with his team and creating a secret passage near to the common room that opens up in a room that is large enough to hold a Quidditch pitch. That way they could get practice for all hours of the day and night, and no one will be able to overlook them and see what tactics they were utilising. It could even be for something as simple as a student having a forbidden item, quickly using the spell and hiding that item within the wall. There could be thousands of rooms hidden throughout Hogwarts that are just there for us to explore. This gives me a great hope that they will use this spell within the game Hogwarts Legacy or the other upcoming game, Magic Awakened, so that there will be secret chambers very similar to the Chamber of Secrets that hold hidden magic. As I stated in my Hogwarts Legacy trailer breakdown, there are runes dotted about the location everywhere. All it would take was to find a rune hidden somewhere within Hogwarts that could indicate the location of a secret room. This room could hold anything from a secret passageway out of Hogwarts to treasures or magic unknown. This spell really is my favourite spell in the Wizarding World universe, just because it has so many possible uses. I also feel that the use of this spell clears up the discrepancy with the third floor corridor location of the chamber to get to the Philosopher's Stone. So that is my theory on the third floor corridor and my explanation as to how the chambers are located underneath Fluffy's trapdoor. What do you think? Do you think I'm right, or do you think there's another explanation for how this works? Let me know in the comments below. Also, I'd like to know what your favourite spell within the Wizarding World is and why. As I stated earlier, please consider giving this video a like and subscribing to my channel. If you're interested in anything Wizarding World, I cover any trailers that are released. I also cover any news that we have of the Wizarding World as a whole, and I do theory videos similar to this one. Also, I'm open to any suggestions as to what you guys might be interested in. I am happy to put the research in for any information or videos that you would like. So over the last few weeks, I've been making general aesthetic changes to my channel. I've also been creating other social medias. I'm now on Twitter. Please consider following me on there. I've also set up a Tumblr and a Discord server. The Discord server is the one that I'm most excited about. When I started this YouTube channel, I really wanted it to be interactive and open so that I could converse with you guys and we could share theories and ideas and just talk about something that we all have a passion for. Please consider joining the Discord. It is linked on my YouTube channel. Please feel free to get involved in the comment section below any of my videos, because I do reply to every single comment that is posted. Now, at the end of this video, I just want to give you a sneak peek into what I'm looking to do with the channel in 2021 and also introduce myself. Oh, this is a sneak peek for some of the things that I've got planned for the channel in 2021. I'm looking to expand the channel in ways that are going to be more interactive so I can get involved with you guys. I'm looking to do potentially some live streaming where I'm going to be doing quizzes, including you guys in them so that you can get involved with me at the same time. Also, obviously, when Hogwarts Legacy does come out, I am going to be live streaming the game on YouTube. So hopefully you guys will join me for that and you can give me some tips, tricks, and maybe tell me what you'd like me to do within the game. I'm so excited for that game coming out, and that's obviously going to be one of the highlights of 2021 for me, and I hope for you guys as well. At the moment, there's not much content regarding the games, so it's difficult for me to put anything out without any new information. So I hope you do enjoy these theory videos as well, which is something I do look to continue on the channel. I might also be considering doing some top 10s or backstory information for things that you might not know about Hogwarts or the wizarding world as a whole. But my main goal in 2021 is going to be to interact with you guys more. I do really appreciate the support we've got so far. The channel's grown much further in the last couple of months than I thought it would do. I uploaded my first video, the Hogwarts Legacy breakdown, as a bit of fun, something that I wanted to do because I was really intrigued by the game and so excited by the thought of it coming out that I wanted to break it down frame by frame, and I was expecting that video to get 15 views, 10 of them probably being me, but it's now, I think, currently sitting around 6,300 at the time of filming this video, which blows my mind. And we've got 170 plus subscribers on the channel now, which is incredible to me. I never expected it to happen, so I do just want to thank you guys so much for your support and for getting involved. I never intended for me to show myself in any of my videos, but some people have mentioned in the comments it might be more of a personal touch if I am in a couple of them. I'll probably continue doing that from now on. If it does add a bit of a personal touch and encourages people to get more involved, I can completely understand the reasoning behind that, so that's why I've done this today, and that's why I'm planning, like I said, to move on with live streams, with scenes like this created that allow me to get involved with you and will potentially add some backstory to me. Another thing I'm looking to do in 2021 is put out more regular content. So I know there's been sporadic releases of my videos. It's no excuse, but I've got a full-time job and an 8-month-old that I'm trying to look after around doing all of this stuff as a hobby. So it's quite difficult for me to put out regular videos, but I'm hoping in 2021, with a slight change in my personal life that's coming, I should be able to do that more, and hopefully there will be a schedule as to when my videos will be released. As with everything on this channel, it is a work in progress, but we now have a live Discord server, so consider joining that. The link will be below. You can get involved with me. There is ways to message me. There is also several after school classes you can get involved with, where you can have discussions about the movies and the games and the books and any theories that you guys might have. If you have a really good theory, we can discuss it and it will probably magically appear on my channel. But that has been a theory video from me. I really do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider leaving it a like, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It really does help, and I, like I said, want to get involved with you guys. I really hope you have a great holiday season and a fantastic new year, and let's hope that 2021 is going to be a better year than 2020 was for most of us. But for now, that is all, and I'll see you in the next video. But until then, mischief managed.